Hey guys, it's Bryn and we're back with part 3 of my favorite things of 2015, which is the final installment of this series, if you want to call it that. And I really wanted to do this third part because I wanted to tell you about my favorite sort of entertainment things and miscellaneous that didn't really fit in my other two videos. If you haven't seen the first two videos, they will be linked in the description below. But until then, let's get into this video. I didn't read too many books in 2015, and when I did, they were typically like school books. So once I got out for Christmas break, the first thing I did was grab as many books as I could and read as many books as I could. This book was my favorite book of 2015, even though I only read it at the very end, but I think it counts because it really just blew away all the other books that I read in 2015, and this one instantly became my favorite. I don't want to go into too much detail because there will be a video coming up where I talk about some of the books I've read lately, so keep an eye out for that. I just really loved this book because not only was it like exciting and interesting and different, but I really loved the writing and I really loved the characters. I feel like it doesn't matter how good a plot is if the characters are awful or you can't relate to them in some way, and I feel like this book really got into the minds of the main characters, and I just really loved that about it. It's actually becoming a movie very soon. I think by the time this video is out, it will be in theaters, so make sure to pick this book up. Even if you don't think it's your thing, one of the first things I heard about this book was that it was about aliens, and that's pretty much all I knew about it, but it's so much better than that. It's not just about aliens, and it's not about aliens in the way you think it's about aliens. So yeah. Picking a favorite TV show of 2015 was so hard because there were so many amazing ones that I started watching, but I think the one that sticks out to me the most that I started watching in 2015 and just continued to love throughout the year was Dance Moms. I don't watch a ton of reality TV, so for me to love this show so much is actually really out of my comfort zone, I guess, but I instantly fell in love with the show for reasons I can't even explain. I just got so attached to all the little girls, and I think they're all so cute and sweet, and I just love them so much I want to adopt them as my own children, even though they're only like a few years younger than me. I'm just obsessed with it, and it makes me so mad so much of the time, but I don't know, I just love that about it. There were so many amazing movies that came out in 2015. Again, I had a very difficult time picking. There was Insurgent, there was Pitch Perfect 2, there was Paper Towns, which was the movie adaptation of my favorite book ever, but I think my favorite movie had to go to Inside Out. If you saw this movie, you probably understand why it was my favorite movie of 2015 because it was just, I absolutely love children's movies for some reason. I don't think I'm the only one, but especially lately, like the kids movies that have come out have been so like profound and amazing and just so much more than a kids movie that everyone can enjoy it, and I am not ashamed to admit I cried like a baby when I watched Inside Out. Like, I almost didn't pick it for my favorite because it made me so sad, but it was just so moving and different than any kids movie I'd seen before or any regular movie I'd seen before. If you haven't seen it yet, definitely go check it out. I don't think you'll regret it. There were also so many good songs that came out in 2015, and the complicated thing about songs is that you can love a song for so long, but then eventually like it starts getting really tiring, and by the end of the year you don't love it as much as you did at the beginning of the year. But there is one song that was so overplayed, I think so many people got tired of it, but I just didn't. The song Stitches by Shawn Mendes is stuck in my head all the time. I hear it on the radio all the time, and yet I still love it as much as I did when I first heard it. And I will probably continue to love it, and hopefully it never gets old. When I first heard Troye Sivan's EP, I did not expect it to be my favorite album of the year. There were so many good albums that came out in 2015. This is one that I keep coming back to, and just like Stitches, it has not gotten old. I keep listening to it. There are only like a handful of songs in it because it's just an EP, it's not technically a full album. So you think I would have gotten tired of them by now, but I haven't. I still love them all. I just think they're so unique, and the songs are really like nothing you've ever heard before. They're so different, and I just love the lyrics. I love the sound of it. I love every single song on it, so it's definitely my favorite. My favorite app this year has definitely been Snapchat. I'm not very good at Snapchat. I wish I was better at Snapchat. I try to be better at Snapchat. It's really funny because when Snapchat first came out, I was so against the whole like my story thing. I was like, this is stupid. I don't like it. But now I love it. It's my favorite part. I love getting on and seeing people's stories. It's like my favorite thing to do. It's my favorite app to check every day. If you're not following me on Snapchat, here's the cheeky little plug for you, at Bryn 12. Don't hate me. And also don't hate me that most of my snaps are of my cat. Another really hard category to pick was my favorite YouTuber of the year. There were so many new YouTubers that I discovered and fell in love with. At the end of the day, I had to go with Megan Rinks. I just feel like I really love who she is as a person, and I think she is so fun and so funny. I don't even really remember how I found out about her, but I think I immediately like texted all my friends like, you have to watch Megan Rinks. She's amazing. I love her so much. And I'm still so obsessed with her, so if you have not checked out her videos, make sure to do that. My favorite video of the year was very easy for me to pick because there was one very obvious standout. I think this video came out over the summer, and it was something that I clicked on not expecting it to hit so close to home for me, but it did, and it did so in a way that was funny but also so real. Jenna Marbles was one of the first YouTubers I ever watched. I think I watched her before I even understood like what a YouTuber was. And typically her videos are very like dumb and funny, but this one was very much like serious in a funny way. It's one of those things that kind of hit me when I wasn't expecting it and really stuck with me throughout the rest of the year and continues to stick with me. So if you have not checked out that video, I will link it down below because I think you need to see it. And lastly, my favorite overall memory of 2015 was very obviously my 1989 shows that I went to this year. I was lucky enough to get to go to 3 shows in Cleveland, Pittsburgh, and New Jersey, and I looked forward to them all through the beginning of 2015, and I reminisced about them after they were all done. It was just the best part of 2015 for me because 2015 wasn't a great year, but those 3 nights that I got to spend in a stadium with Taylor was just amazing, and with friends and with other fans. It was just so much fun, and nothing really compares to that. So yeah, this ends all of my videos for my favorite things of 2015. I feel like I talked about so much stuff. I did not know I had so many favorite things, but I really hope you enjoyed them, and if you did, give this video a thumbs up because that lets me know that you did, and make sure to subscribe if you want to subscribe. I put out new videos every week, every Tuesday, and I'm really excited about next week's video and all of the things I have planned for the rest of the year. Make sure to subscribe to keep up with that, and thanks so much for watching.